When you hear the sound of the bell, you know you're in the championship rounds with King, of Essex, so let's get to it. Quick recap. We know the Amanda Serrano fight didn't go as planned. We know that there was controversies, everything aside. Let me be the first one to say Serrano's made so many positive contributions to the sport. Whatever it is, we kind of don't need to know at this point. She's done the honorable thing of giving her opponent the full purse and giving the fans the full refund. So I don't think we need a full disclosure. So vamos campeon, get well soon, and hopefully we'll see you in your next fight on the island, perhaps main event or co-feature with Subriel Matias. So praying for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some fight announcement. Oh, before we get to that, another awesome occurrence that happened over the weekend. What's this lady's name? Chevelle Hall back out of Florida. She is, I believe she's 52 years old, oldest woman to win a world title in boxing. So salute to her. I know there was some discrepancy about being the oldest fighter. No, she's the oldest woman to win a world title. So salute to her. That happened over the weekend. And it also happened to happen at the very beginning of Women's History Month. It's March. So salute, salute, salute. Now let's talk about those fight announcements. Okay, Skye Nicolson and Sarah Mahfoud. That match has been announced for April, what's this? April 6th. Yeah, in Las Vegas. I love that. We thought Nicholson was going to get the bout at home, maybe some complications, but this is a very good bout. Mahfoud's she has a win and an IBF title defense over Nina Meinke, who was Serrano's appointment from this past weekend. However, Mahfoud, her only loss in her career is to Amanda Serrano. So talk about degrees of separation. Talk about the type of opponent that could prepare you. I don't know if the showdown will happen, especially if Skye ain't willing to go 3-minute rounds. But great opponent for Nicholson to prove herself. And Mahfoud is another opportunity to kind of take food off of Nicholson's plate, so to speak. What kind of fucking mustache, man? Mustache hairs, beard hairs, or who knows? Um, so yeah, fucking Sarah could take Skye Nicholson's shine, if you will, to kind of stop the upstart. Yeah, I like that. But another fight announcement of someone that I think who has I don't want to say a better chance, but also has a more or a fair chance to kind of steal Skye Nicholson's shine. And I'm talking about Karriss Artingstall. She's out of the UK. I think she's out of Cheshire, England. Southpaw as well. 6-0, 1 KO. Very tough fighter. And she has announced that she's in the running for a European featherweight title. And her opponent is a very solid opponent, especially not just considering domestic level, considering that Artingstall is a 6-0 fighter. She's going to be there against Cheyanne Pepper Hanson out of Germany, 13-1, 13-2 fighter with 10 KOs. Not really matched against any world competition, but an active fighter, certainly an experienced fighter. So yeah, this is a great test for Artingstall because I'm going to talk a little bit more about a 6-0 fighter getting a title shot. So again, this is not out of the realm of the possibilities of what's happening on, but Artingstall capturing the European title would certainly line her up for some action in the featherweight division. There's Raven Chapman in the featherweight division as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Now, something I've been waiting to see, someone I've been waiting to see. It's not happening, man. And I got to get straight to it. Jessica McCaskill is outright ducking the smoke with Sandy Ryan. Now, some are going to say, oh, well, she got other title defenses and more. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you can say other than it seems that why the fuck Jessica McCaskill's purses, her fights always go to purse bid. All right, the Ivana Habazin fight was supposed to happen. That shit went to purse bid twice or once, and I mean, straight ducking the Sandy Ryan smoke. Did I say that already? Yeah, straight ducking the Sandy Ryan smoke, avoiding Habazin, and now you've taken the fight with Lauren Price. Now, I still like it because all roads will lead back to Sandy Ryan, and I know that for sure. Why? Because McCaskill knows she got the fuck up out of there with a gifted decision. And so she probably took, the opportunity to think in her mind, you know what? If I gotta, fight Sandy Ryan again, I'll let them give me the inexperienced Price. Now, remember when I said 6-0 fighters getting title shots? Lauren Price is 6-0. Yeah, she's a highly touted Olympic medalist, but the pros are different. In her 6 fights, can I say she's ready or isn't ready? Hell, Sandy was ready, Is Lauren ready? She'll have to prove it to us. I just find it that McCaskill, as a champion, you're probably trying to pad your stats with another title defense, but you got to defend your titles in this unification. Like it just don't make no sense to me. Just don't make no sense to me. But again, we're talking about a fighter whose fights typically go to fucking purse bids. So it's something that's lacking in the communication, in the business negotiation. One way to look, oh, you're standing your ground and sticking to it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Lauren Price has a hell of a shot, though, and then it makes it an all UK matchup for unification. So I'm not mad if it happens that way. So we will have to wait and see how that turns out. Now, couple more news and notes I want to get to. There's a book out there written by a young lady by the name of Melissa Smith. It's called The Promise of Women's Boxing, a momentous new era for the sweet science. It'll be out on Amazon on June 4th. Please go and check that out. Also, I want to talk about this week. We have the lone women's boxing. All right. One particular fight in Canada is actually tomorrow. We don't really see too many heavyweight division women's boxing fights, right? But we do have one. All right. In this match, you have Vanessa Lepage-Butler. Can't say I've ever heard of her, but she's 6-1 with 2 KOs. What I have heard of is her, I guess if you want to call her nemesis or the only fighter that she's lost to, Alexandra Jimenez. That is the questionable individual that her bout with Francois Cruz-Dezurn was ruled a no contest. So they might want to look at that one too, Vanessa. Maybe you got a win on the table that you deserve that they could have, given back to you. However, she's in there against Abril, Argentina, Vidal. Shorty is from Argentina. She's 10-1 with 4 KOs, and her only loss is to Hannah Gabriels. We all know former champion Hannah Gabriels. So this one should be a good one. It's on a one of those top ranked ESPN cards from Montreal. So tune into that. We have women's boxing heavily on the docket in the next few weeks. But that's all we got for today. Oh, before I close out, I gotta close out with something. I really I just have to say it plainly. Adrian Broner said some very salacious comments about Alicia Bumgarner, and I just want to put a little spin on it like this because I am the shop steward of women's boxing. I am the king of this shit, so I have to do my duty to protect the legion of boxers that I cover, and more so I just look at it as a thing of character. Like Broner, just respectfully, you got, I don't know, you got more, 2, 3, kids, maybe you have daughters, maybe you don't. Maybe you got baby mothers. I don't know how many you have, but usually, trying to make a woman feel ashamed about anything they do in their past is not really helpful. You know what I'm saying? You either push them away from you push them to the arms of another man. It's really like sucker punching a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're embarrassed of something she did to and of you, you disassociate yourself. but it's very feminine of a man to kind of speak on a woman's business. But you ain't even, the one thing you said, you ain't hit it. Everybody else hit it but you. That's what make it a sucker move. Everybody hit it but you, allegedly. So you mad. What you running around smelling niggas' fingers? Sucker shit, man. Like you could learn a thing or two about protecting your own integrity and also protecting the women around you and your family. And if you will argue like this with Bill Haney and you argumentative about a woman's past, man, like it stands to reason why you experience the misfortune that you do. So you gotta tighten up, champ. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Um, yeah, that's all I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in to the Boxing Voice. You know, I've been putting in work over there. Drunk Sports Talk. I think we got Hector Camacho Jr. tomorrow. And of course, these very eloquent championship rounds. It's nothing like it out here. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking at these shits years from now, like, boy, was this fucking guy. Because it's quality material. There's no age on it. There's no date on it. It is fine wine. All right. So go on and take you a sip. Stop drinking out of brown paper bags.